Something quite big has changed this week, something new. So I'll fill it in as best I can as to what's happened. So one of the boys in my fund, Dominic, he was made homeless earlier in the week, and his guardian, who was caring for him after his parents passed away, have said they can't care for him anymore and have literally thrown him out. So Dominic was homeless, and my automatic reaction was to tell him to come and stay here and I'll look out for him. So he now lives here with myself, and Dominic's he's a special young man. He's very, very strong young man, and he's been through more in his young life than most people will go through in a lifetime, I dare say, because sadly, when Dominic was small, he lost both of his parents to HIV, and that left his brothers and sisters to look after him. So he had 5 brothers and sisters, and one by one each of his brothers and sisters has lost their lives to the virus, to HIV as well. So this left Dominic, the only surviving member of his family, and sadly Dominic also carries HIV. He also is HIV positive. So Dominic lives here with me now, and his growth is stunted from the virus, so he's well below average height for his age, and we're not 100% certain on his age actually, something I should add. But he's very small, and the lady who was caring for him was abusing him in a way. She was working him hard on the farm and then feeding him some days and not others, while she was feeding her own family. So he'd watch them eat and he wouldn't eat. So this woman, I don't think she had his best intentions at heart when she took him in, which can sadly happen. You know, I put a roof over your head is the attitude, then you work for me and you make me money. So Dominic gets weak and very tired because he's got nutritional deficiencies and HIV, and the majority of the battle with HIV is nutrition. So he's here now, he can get the best nutrition and the best care, and I have become the full-time carer of a young man this week, which I hadn't expected to happen as the week began. So you're about to meet Dominic, and I think you may have all just watched me inadvertently, accidentally, if you know the word, start a new aspect of the Children's Fund, and that's a children's home, because, well, that's what's just happened, and there's now 120 children in the fund. It's growing every week, and I know, because they all have such precarious home lives, that eventually another child is going to need help, is going to need somewhere to eat, to sleep, to be loved. It's going to need a home. So Uchira Children's Fund has just opened its doors as a children's home this week. So yeah, wasn't expecting that at the beginning of the week. So anyway, I suppose the one thing I should say is wish me luck. So, okay. Hey, so this is Dominic's first night staying at the centre. Everyone's settled in nicely. Dominic's he's a really good boy, and he speaks a little English, and he's very polite, very well mannered, and you wouldn't think he's been through what he has. He's a good young man, strong young man. So we're settled in, we're just about to eat, and yeah, it's a bit bewildering, to tell you the truth. We don't have any, I'm the only person looking after him at the moment. Never had that in my life before. So this is fun. Dominic is just showing me. Dominic loves electronics, and these are all the things he's collected and fixed that people have thrown away. Some of them he hasn't fixed, obviously, like these broken phones, but like this solar lamp, he's fixed it actually, and. Yeah, it's quite amazing what he's managed to accumulate. And the radio he's fixed as well, so... Where are you getting all these phone parts from? People throwing away good phones because they don't work, and Dominic's trying to fix them. But he has fixed a lot of the things here, it's quite amazing actually. So, Dominic's a fundi, which means he's an electrician. He wants to be an engineer when he's older, so...
Engineer, small engineer.
Small.
This is a pony. Pony. Pony.
Only for
Pony.
Very sad. Definitely say hello.
Hello.
Yeah, it's good. You should say hello to Nora, because Nora is your sponsor who sent the Zawadis. So.
Hello.
I think Dominic's keen to dismantle this fan and find out how it works, but I'm not going to let him because it was a gift from my mother. So, you want to be fundy with it? Yes. This is Dominic. What were you doing? This is Dominic getting strong now because he's eating proper food, so he says he's going to get stronger. So, it's going to be big. Kuba-san. So, yeah. Nzuri sana. Dominic and I are just doing some yoga actually, so. So Dominic is still insisting that I'm a Rasta because of this, and he's just made, which is just made from paper, because apparently it would suit me because I'm a Rastafarian. Thank you, Dominic. No, I don't smoke that. Before anyone starts asking, I was curious about that. I'm very much a purist on that side of things these days. Not to say I haven't dabbled in the past, but I've even had caffeine for 3 years now. So yeah, I'm definitely not a Rasta, as Dominic thinks I am. Rastafari.
Rasta. My name is Bob Kala.
Bob Mal.
Bob Kale.
Oh man. I think I'm going to have to take my plait out because it's automatically it's a dreadlock because I'm a Rasta. So. Usiku mwema.
Good night.
Good night. Good night. Hey, so I'm just out for a walk and it's night time, which means I have with me Bruno, who is my, yes, thank you Bruno, who is my fearsome night watchman bodyguard. So he's not really all that fierce, but he is actually very protective though if someone's around that he doesn't like the look of. So this is Bruno anyway. So yeah, anyway, just got a bit on my mind about Dominic. I'm learning a lot about HIV with him being with me, and I'm learning a lot about myself at the same time. So I've had these stupid thoughts, like today I had this ridiculous thought of, what if he has a cut on his hand when he uses the soap, and then I have a cut on my hand and I use the soap and I get infected? And you can't live like that. You just can't do it. It's just not something I'm going to allow my mind to do, because these fears, that's half the problem with people not getting up and doing anything that they want to do, is because they get these silly fears and they listen to them, you know? But I found it really frustrating that I did that. I felt a little selfish, but then I just felt, no, it must be natural for this to, you know, I've never lived with anyone with HIV and I'm new to living with someone with that virus, so I'm learning as I go, anyway, to put it that way. But there's so much going on in my head, in my head and my heart about this. It's hard to even describe to myself. It's hard to even comprehend myself, to catch up with it. So one of the things is nutrition. Nutrition's a major thing for HIV people, and he is at risk here. My house, there's a problem here because I have electricity that works on solar, and it works for one lamp, a mobile phone charging, and a laptop. And it's never bothered me. So at night, you want to do anything, you want to cook, use a torch, you want to go to the toilet, you use a torch. But with Dominic here, it's a problem. We're sitting eating by torch, and that's not all. It's not just about that. It's not having a fridge. So having a fridge allows me to store food safely for Dominic. And without it, it's not safe storage. It's just not. So I've been very cautious myself, and I've had amoebas and things, and I can't risk that because amoebas could be fatal for Dominic, and I know how common it is and how easy it is to contract this. So I'm going to need to start looking at improving the building. I've never done that before. It's just been a run-down place where I lived, and that's never bothered me actually, because I found it quite useful, because even in that run-down building with not many luxuries, as you would call it, it's still far better living conditions than tens of thousands of people around me. So it stops the English me, the one who's used to the English comforts. It kind of helps you eliminate that, living very basically. But now with Dominic, I have to address this. I've decided. So don't be surprised if you see a fundraiser begin to try and improve this building. But yeah. But the thing is, I guess it's safe to say now that
I've opened the doors to a child in need, and that's Dominic, and I don't mind doing it. I don't mind caring for him. I don't mind looking out for him, feeding him, loving him. I just don't mind. It doesn't bother me one bit. So it's inevitable with 120 children in the fund now that there's going to be another child along the line who's going to need a bed, who's going to need a place to eat, somewhere to be loved, who's going to need a home. So this week I've opened the doors of the centre, and Uchira Children's Fund now has Uchira Children's Home. I guess. So it wasn't planned, but I'm not going to turn away children who need somewhere to sleep, somewhere safe to live, somewhere to eat. So yeah, you've all just witnessed the birth of Uchira Children's Home, I guess. And yeah, I'm going to get off. Still feeling very bewildered, so I need to do some meditating, get my mind centered, and get ready for tomorrow, because as this week's proven, I just don't know what tomorrow is going to bring. I couldn't even guess if I tried. So yeah, I guess I'll see you all in the next video. Take care till then. Bye.